Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. And Jai Shri Mataji. It feels very nice to be back again after a long time. Actually, have had a few weeks gap for me presenting. I've been joining as the audience, of course, on and off. If you can't hear me properly or anything is disturbing, please let me know in the WhatsApp group. So today we'll be talking about the heart chakra. And it is within the continuation of the 21 days, of course. And we are surprisingly in week 11. The date on the slide is wrong, actually. Not 10th August, but today is 21st, of course. So 11th week after the 21 days, which is quite significant. And we've done great to have reached this stage. So again, the warm welcome, and today's program's format is exactly the same as we've been doing through last week's, like various previous weeks. So we'll have a little bit of an intro to heart chakra as well, and meditation. Along with, we'll listen to Shri Mataji's talk. The talk is about 20 minutes today. So Shri Mataji talks about how to open our heart, and meditation and interaction if we need to at the end. So today is going to be a little bit longer than normal weekdays, as today is Sunday and we're starting the new topic. So first of all, to start with, let's take Bandhan. We all know how to take Bandhan. So raise our Kundalini, 3 knots. Okay, please excuse me if you hear a little bit of a background noise from kids. So, okay, let's start with putting our 2 hands in front of Shri Mataji, towards Shri Mataji, all fingers pointing towards Shri Mataji's photo. And let's put our attention at the top of our head. To start with, we take deep breath. Stop and then exhale. Stop again and inhale. While doing it, when we are inhaling slowly, we can start from Muladhara chakra and then raise our attention through all the chakras and reach Sahasrara chakra. So while inhaling, so we can do when we start. So, and when we reach Sahasrara, when we stop, we fix our attention, absorbing our mind for 3-4 seconds, and then exhale. And repeat. So the idea is to go into the state where we can observe our thoughts. So whenever we stop at the top of our head, when we, that is stop breathing, when we inhale and at the end of inhaling, we can ask ourselves, do I have any thoughts? Scan the area at the top of our head and see if there are any thoughts lingering there. So we can say at this point, Shri Mataji, please put me into meditation. While we still stop at the end of our inhaling and put our attention on absorbing our mind, absorbing our thoughts. Okay, now if we've got the foot soak bucket ready, we can give bandhan to the water by revolving our right hand around the circumference of the bucket 7 times, and we can ask the deity of the water element, the Lord of the oceans and seas, Shri Samudra Devata, to be present in this salt water and absorb all our negative energy, all our overactivity and even lethargy into the water element. Okay, so we've got our feet in the water. Let's keep our back as straight as possible and not slouch. And we can look at Shri Mataji's photo. When we look at Shri Mataji's photo, we do that with all our pure desire that we want our spiritual ascent. We desire to be the spirit. And nothing else. We don't have any other desire. So Mother, please make me the spirit. When we express this desire, this action only should put our mind into peace. That is, we should go towards thoughtless awareness. So what do we want? What are our desires? Nothing but to be the spirit. This is what we are born for. And the spirit is what we are meant to be. The feeling itself that we don't have the load of any other desire, possessions, as in any kind of material possessions, gives us the lightness and peace within. So our ultimate desire is to be the spirit. So Mother, please make me the spirit. Then we can look at our mind and also our hands to see if there are any changes. In previous weeks, we have learned about the deities of liver, that is our right side, our attention, the deity of Nabi. So today we will look at the deity of our heart. So the deity of the liver was Shri Brahmadeva, and with his power, Shri Saraswati. Of Navi was Shri Vishnu, with his power, Shri Lakshmi. So the heart, which is on the left side of our body, I'm talking about the left heart chakra. The left heart chakra, the deity is Sri Shiva, with his power, Sri Parvati. So we can put our hand on our left heart. Left heart is also connected to our physical heart, the organ. And in our heart is the spirit. Shri Shiva, the word itself means existence, which is the quality of the spirit. Because it is eternal, That's what the principle behind it is. So Shri Shiva is also eternal. It means eternal. So we can say, Mother, I am the eternal spirit. I am the spirit and nothing else. I'm not this body, not this mind. Not these thoughts. I'm not my desires. Neither am I my actions. I am just the observer, the spirit. I observe, I witness, and I am eternal. This is what I am. At this point, we can close our eyes, put our attention on where our hand is touching our heart. That is left side of the heart chakra. Just check within ourselves. Just check what state we are in. If we are connected to the state where the spirit should be, then we should just feel the joy, anand. That is the state which we don't want to come out of. It just gives us a state of blissfulness that we don't want to get out of it. Now check the top of your head. Is it empty? Or there are still chats going on in there? If the spirit is manifested, then it should be silent. No reactions to anything. Just the state of being blissful. Mother, I am the spirit and nothing else. I am the spirit. So we can now put both our hands at the level of our heart. We can have our eyes closed. And we check the vibrations, the cool breeze on our hands. Now, the very interesting thing is our heart is reflected at the top of our head, at the Brahmarandra. That is where the Kundalini passes through when she pierces the Sahasrara and gets connected with the all-pervading power. Sahasrara, our head, has all the chakras, the seats of each chakra. They are called pithas in Sanskrit. We can say the head office of each chakra is in our head. And from there, they control the chakras along the spinal cord or along the Sushumna Nadi. So the heart is right at the center of our head, at the top. So when the Kundalini passes through our spirit or enlightens our spirit at the top of our head, the reflection of our spirit at the top of our head, if she has not pierced through that center at the top of our head, then we can feel the pulsation of Kundalini right at the top of our head. That's what has been described by Kabira, the Saint Kabira, as Shunya Sikhara par Anahat Baje. That means, Anahat means heart. So he's describing the throbbing of heart, the pulsation that you can feel at the Shunya Shikhara, which means the top that is Shunya, zero, which is nothing. But once that is pierced through, that throbbing disappears. We don't feel anything but silence. Sometimes you might have felt the tickling of Kundalini at the top of your head as well. All right, let's put our hands back onto our lap. The topic of heart is actually so massive and elaborate that we cannot finish talking about it even in a week. So best is to meditate on it and have our heart open, in a sense that the energy of the divine can flow through our heart and reach those who are longing for the love and compassion of the divine. In other words, heart is the door that makes us or gives us the access to becoming the instrument of the divine. Okay, so the right side of the heart, or the right heart as we say it, the right heart chakra, of course, is related to the father principle. The deity is Sri Rama with his power Sri Sita. And he is the ideal human being that was demonstrated to the humankind. So he has established certain boundaries within us that are called as maryadas, the protocols, that if we go beyond those protocols or go across them, then we lose the power of our right heart chakra. We'll be listening to Shri Mataji about this in the coming weeks anyway. So I don't want to put my own thingy into it. So Shri Mataji will explain it and we will absorb that knowledge. And in the center, the deity is the mother herself, the mother of the universe. Jagadamba. Jagat means the universe, Namba means mother. So Jagadamba is the mother of the universe who looks after this physical and non-physical worlds and protect us from all kinds of negativities and attacks. She destroys the negative forces as well. Hence, central heart is so very related to our own security, our individual security that we feel. If we feel any kind of insecurity from anywhere, then our heart chakra, the central heart chakra, catches. So it is also connected to our sternum at the back of our chest. That is responsible to create the antibodies within our body. So it fights all kind of negativities, foreign elements that have come into our body. And hence, a strong heart chakra means strong immunity as well. Okay, so let's rinse our feet and get off foot soak. We'll listen to Shri Mataji after this. Moon, if it is in the slide, the talk, you can play that. If it has not uploaded correctly, then you might have to, or I can share my screen if it has not uploaded. Just try. Yeah, probably it is working. Okay, good. We'll just listen to Shri Mataji and we'll be in the state of meditation.
So these two conditionings, which actually are on the brain, these two conditions freeze the heart and also make the domain of heart as zero. And then the brain starts asserting itself. That is how we do not know how to be kind to others, how to be nice, how to be helpful, how to be gentle, and how to be reassuring, protecting others. All this we have inherited already. We have already got a stone heart when we come to Sahaja Yoga, and we have a brain either full of ego or super ego. So now with your Kundalini rising, you can clear out your head first of all. So the sincerity will come when the Kundalini will move and touch your Brahmarandra, which is the seat of your heart, and will expand. Then the heart just comes back like a king, returns back, and start dominating the brain. When the heart comes back, immediately find those people with whom we are angry, we would not talk, we had nothing to do. Suddenly you become friendly with them. There's no problem. In many ways, people have harmed you. All that harming and everything just disappears. And you start becoming so nice and beautiful. What has happened? That Kundalini has touched your Brahmarandra, where is the seat of heart. And as soon as that opens out, your heart also opens. And it gets awakened, it thinks, oh, what? I have allowed this brain to rule me? How dare it rules me? It just jumps on it. And we have seen people, suddenly they so much transformed, that's remarkable. The one gentleman in America, he said that, Mother, after realization, I was so much changed that I become a very mild person. And I never used to wish my uncle or anyone. So he met him in some sort of a fete. And then he said, "Hello, uncle." The uncle started looking at him. "Are you all right?" He would never say that. Then he went and saw, "Are you all right, uncle? Are you keeping all right? Can I do something for you?" Very nice things he said. Uncle said, "What have you been doing? Are you drunk or what? How can you speak so sweetly to me? I can't believe it." That's what happens. And that's why we have to understand that all these things can be easily dropped out because we have acquired them. They can be finished off because we have acquired them. They need not be all our lives, our relations. So, ego and superego. Both can be blasted off once your heart is awakened. So, when we are dealing with people, we have to break the ice also by communicating with others in a very decent manner. Like telling yourself, "No, I don't believe that this man is so bad. Let me look after him. He may be all right. I don't think he's so bad." So to accept somebody is bad is very easy for human beings. And once they start accepting such a thing, then they build up a kind of a fortress in which they live and they think they are the best people. And nobody else is good. And thus the whole community, the whole society, the whole humanity gets bitten by these ideas. And Sahaja Yoga is the only way which is going to cure it. Sahaja Yoga is the only way which is going to finish this. And that part is to be played by you people to understand that sincerity can only come if you raise your Kundalini again and again and open your Brahmarandra. Then your heart will rise. It will become a very awakened personality and it will take charge of your brain, which is all the time thinking like mad. And once that happens, then you will realize that now you have jumped into doubtless awareness. So the relationship between the two has to be fully understood. At first the domination of the heart, or we can say the kinghood of heart is challenged, is put down, brought to zero, and then this brain becomes the king and it starts ruling us. I think, I feel means the brain, the ego. If you could give up, I think, I want, everything will be all right. You should say, I want is not the point. This body wants it. You separate yourself. Gradually you start separating yourself from all such situations by never saying, I want. You should say, this body, this hand, this head. You start separating. And once you are separated, all these barriers of ego and superego will disappear. But as it is, also it's very easy to get rid of these two. It's very easy to get rid of these two. Only by raising your Kundalini and breaking your Brahmarandra. This is the greatest achievement that you have got, that you can break your Brahmarandra, make your Kundalini get connected with all-pervading power. That's why I always say you must meditate and you must be in thoughtless awareness that it works out. Like from the river Ganges, if you have to fetch the water, you must have proper pitchers, which are deep enough to receive the water. But if you take a stone, what can you bring out of it? But the Ganges flows. It is what it is. It has its all capacities in it. It doesn't change because you people have taken stones. So now you have to understand that raise your Kundalini as many times as you can. Try to put attention to your Kundalini all the time. See where is the problem is, get it cleared out, absolutely cleared out. Find out where the problem is. And raise your Kundalini many a times and see that you are flowing all right on your fontanelle bone area so that your heart expands. It's a mechanical process in a way, you can say that. But even that you people don't do. If you had done that, your heart would have increased. And you yourself will say, Mother, my heart has become large, like Isha. And then you see the miracle of the heart, how it emits vibrations by which you become such compassionate, such dynamic, beautiful people, and so sincere to serve you. I would request you to open your heart today for this puja. You have been very jubilant and happy, and your heart must have opened. Because I have seen Sahaja Yogis have a very large heart for me, but for themselves they don't have. They'll do everything for me, but nothing for themselves. They'll work morning till evening to decorate the hall, to do everything. They must have sent all these flowers to me from it. But if I tell them you meditate for yourself, that they will not do. Or you achieve this for yourself, that they will not do. This is the situation. So instead of wasting all your energy for decorating all these things, you should decorate yourself within yourself. With sincerity, with nice thoughts about yourself, that you are capable, absolutely capable people. And you can use your imagination, your intelligence, rationality, whatever you think you have, to find the way, again I say, to keep your heart large. And this is the message for today's birthday all over the world. Because I felt that the whole world was today like a big heart pulsating. I received the last phone and came here. From all over the phones coming, flowers are showering, beautiful, nice things they are saying, everything is there. When I am just drenched into it, it was too much for me. Such rich things for the children, from the children, such things from the ladies, some very, very nice from the men, and it was amazing how these people are bubbling with enjoyment that today is my birthday. In the same way, please consider that every day is your birthday, that you have to raise your Kundalini all the time and keep the standard of your Kundalini higher and higher. The more you open out, the more threads of Kundalini will come up, and the more your heart will open out and it will be awakened, it will become more powerful, and with an open big heart and a powerful heart, you can dominate your brain, which is giving you all these funny ideas. I hope this will happen this year here, and people will try to make it a point that we have a large heart. Large heart doesn't mean stupidity, doesn't mean that. Large heart means the heart in which you can put me in. It's quite a big person myself. So you have to have a very large heart that I could reside into your heart. That is the large heart. And that's what you all should have. If that happens, then everything will work out very well. So the surrendering part of it, you must know how to surrender, and you must know how to keep whatever is not surrendered. Because you surrender yourself in such a manner that you expand your heart absolutely. Put me down there, and then keep your flowers with you to be given to me at a time when you are in complete control of yourself. So you have your emotions, your feelings like flowers. that you have to keep to yourself, which are the part of the same ocean of your heart. And once you are ready, everything is done, the whole house is ready, now bring the flowers, the emotions, the nice things, the beautiful things, and nourish them. One must learn, I think there should be some books about how to say nice things to others. We should try to find some books like that, or should write some books, how nice things could be said, how we can take care of others, how we can make another feel our love, the expression of love. And such a book will really help people to understand that this is nice to say. And once you say something nice to others, that niceness comes back, as I have told you, like the ripples that touch the shores come back. And then you feel very happy. Go on saying things which are nice, which are pleasing, will be very much appreciated. But if you say it with sincerity, not just to tease someone or to say something just to be so superficially good, like thank you, thank you, thank you, but something from your heart, as they say, then you will be surprised that the heart of the another person will open, and from that heart will flow those beautiful flowers of emotions towards you. So, on one side, you have to expand your heart, and on another side, you have to reserve or preserve all the beautiful, nice, delicate feelings within yourself, absorb from everywhere, and then to pour them out at the right point. That's the art. Like these flowers were in the garden. First, to begin with, preserve. At the right time they were brought in. So they feel glorified that they are used at the right time. This is the way we have to weave ourselves in our heart, because human beings are very delicate, very beautiful things. And to beautify them, you have to say beautiful things. This tongue is not for saying harsh things, for making fun of others, for teasing others, but is for saying something, such a beautiful thing, that the another person also imbibes that beauty. I've seen some nice things people have said, and that lingers in my mind. And I said, when will I have chance to say these things to others? So think about it, that now, you see, very nice sentence, huh? This was a very sweet thing they said. All right. So now, where should I use this? As I go to the shops, I see something. That's good. That will be good for a particular person. Let's buy that. In the same way, if you find these nice feelings, and nice emotions, and nice things said, then what do? You collect them, all these things, keep them, and use them at the right time, at the right place. This is what is the wisdom of Sri Ganesha. Innocent people are the most sincere people. Innocent people. Those who are clever and cunning cannot be sincere, because they enjoy their cunningness, they enjoy their so-called brilliance. They can never be. Those people who are simple, who are loving, who care for love more than anything else, can only say very nice things sincerely. Today, I want to say many things to you, how I feel about this birthday in Australia. But I told you the words fail. Because see, Australia is such a far-off country. To come here with so many people sitting and singing Agata Swagata, it is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Because I have not given you any money, you have not given me any money. You are not bound to say anything like that. But not only that you are doing it, but you are enjoying it. It's something great. You are enjoying it, and that's what it is, that when your heart is large, then whatever you do for others, you enjoy. You enjoy doing good things. You enjoy saying nice things. So we should have choicest flowers of beautiful sayings. We should have choicest emotions which we should be able to express to each other. Now start on that. From today, I have to say, you start on this, that from 1990, we are all the time going to speak something beautiful to each other all the time. And just keep your ears open, keep your eyes open, and wherever you get a chance, wherever you hear something like that, keep it in your mind and use it back. Today, I'm so enamored, and it is too much for me, really, to believe even that there are so many Sahajogis in Australia, which is so far away. So try to develop your sincerity, raise your Kundalini as many times as you can. Keep it there, keep it on Sahasrara, and see that your heart opens. That's the best way. They have been all asking me how to open our heart. I said, take the key. No, I don't know how to tell them. Open your heart means just raise your Kundalini, keep to the Brahmarandra, and see that the Brahmarandra opens.
Thank you, Shri Mataji. So we can put our hand on our center heart, our right hand. And with all the sincerity and love towards Shri Mataji, we can say, Mother, I clean my heart. Let me clean my heart. Let me enlarge my heart so that you can reside in there. Mother, please let me enjoy your presence in my heart. Mother, please let me pass on the love and compassion that you have given me to others. Mother, please let me enjoy the giving of love to others. Mother, please let my heart be so powerful that it may cover my ego and superego. And I just feel the joy and not the burden of my thoughts. Let's put both our hands on our lap now. And we put our attention on the top of our head. Mother, please let me feel the opening of my Brahmarandra, the opening of my heart. Let me feel the cool breeze. Spreading out from my head and expanding my heart. Let me be in the state of joy. So when our attention is at the top of our head, when we're looking into our mind, do we see any thoughts? Are we in peace? Or we are still arguing, still chatting in our head? Just check. Let's raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. So thank you guys for joining tonight. It was a very profound experience for me, very good meditation. Hopefully you've also enjoyed. So we'll continue our journey through heart during the week, through our shorter meditation time. Hopefully we'll see you throughout the week.
Any questions, anything, comments, please feel free. Rinku, Shivan, Devina, Carol.
Looks like everybody.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thank you so back. That was very beautiful.
Carol.